Just one place to start. I mentioned it at the top of the show, and that is that Mykhailo Mudryk, it does seem, was going to Arsenal, is now, for up to $108 million, Robbie Earle, going to Chelsea.
Yeah.
But the flirting that has gone on between Mudryk and Arsenal makes this a big story, that he is now going to be probably at the game today, watching Chelsea against Palace. Your thoughts on how all this went down, please?
Well, a bit of a shock, really, in some respects. Let's take it from everybody's point of view that's involved. From Arsenal, disappointing, really, Rebecca. When we'd heard everything, we'd seen everything on social media, it looked like these two were aligned. His profile, 22 years of age, playing Champions League football, is a perfect fit for the Arsenal team. But Arsenal don't get the business done now. Is that Arsenal not quite being at the top of the game in terms of signing, of Chelsea come in and put the money on the table that's done it? It has to be a bit disappointed if you're Arsenal Football Club. From Chelsea's point of view, well, they've got a top-class player, that's no doubt. Was he planned? Was he in their thought process? If he was, why didn't they go early and get it done? My question would be, and the bigger question maybe we'll talk about after, is how much of this is Graham Potter involved? Did he know? Where's the balance in the squad? Chelsea right now need a number 9 in that building, a centre-forward who knits everything else together. This guy's another midfield talent who can play on the left and possibly on the right and come and join in, which Chelsea have got millions of those in that squad, but they have got a top-class player who comes in. And then finally, from Mudryk's point of view, it's a little bit embarrassing, really, when you've been, and it's a great word, flirting with Arsenal and all the social media stuff, and now you're going to be at Chelsea, 10th in the league, possibly no Champions League football next season. It's not been great all round. One
of the first men to break the story was, of course, our Premier League insider, David Ornstein, and we're going to hear more from David shortly on our pre-game show to answer some of those questions. Who comes out of this looking good?
Well, I think it's a difficult question, obviously, because the flirting doesn't help. We started with that. You know, he's gonna be hearing that a lot around London. The fact that he was talking about wanting to go to Arsenal and then he signs for Chelsea. Things are a little bit messy at Chelsea. I think they have themselves a really talented player. The Premier League is so incredibly difficult to come in and make your mark straight away. And he's going into a team that is fractured and disjointed, and as Robbie said, need a number 9. Will he play on the wing? Yeah, opposite probably Mason Mount, maybe Sterling underneath as a false 9, but they still need that striker. When I think about how the transfer market works with Chelsea, who's making the big decisions? How much input is Graham Potter having? And if he is, trying to get away from the trend that Chelsea has used for quite a while now. Buy as many players as we can, use the ones we need, send the rest out on loan. Maybe that's worked for a little while. I would hope that we're seeing that trend being bucked. That being said, it's going to take a while because they have so many players in. They have to get a lot out the door, and Graham Potter has to start to mold this squad as he sees fit. Now, that being said, he has to start getting results because ultimately you don't get that much time if you're playing as badly as Chelsea.
It's difficult in some ways to decipher what Todd Boehly's approach to the transfer market is, because they're just out there spending money left, right and centre. But you don't get to the level Todd Boehly has got to in life without having a really sound business plan.
Correct.
So it has to be there somewhere, Robbie.
Yeah. From the outside looking in, back, so we're sitting here, it feels and looks a bit scattergun, like we'll take him, he's a talent, other teams fancy him. But you get the sense, you're right, there's people who have done well in business, there's some good football brains within the club. That this might be a thought of, we'll get good players in, good age, good profile, players who are going to stay with us for a while, because come the summer, we're going to have a clear-out. And anybody in football will tell you, buy first, get rid second, because if you get rid first and people know you've got the money, the price goes up. So maybe it's a collection of getting a number of players in and then saying, OK, come the summer, in conjunction with Graham Potter, and that's important because his tactical plan has got to fit the players, then we're going to shift some out. And that might be a big change that we're going to see at Chelsea Football Club this summer. Because the squad feels incredibly unbalanced. They have a million midfielders and certainly not a lot of strikers. So do you think that could be the big plan, Tim?
Well, I think they need to shore the defense up a little bit more. In terms of the way Graham Potter was played, but at top of the pitch, yes. Chelsea have to have a number 9 striker who can get the goals in.
OK. Agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a centre-forward for Chelsea, a top number 9, it's difficult to get one, certainly in this window, makes everything underneath them look and feel so much better.
Yeah, a lot of Chelsea fans were saying, yeah, we'll take Mudryk, but where is our number 9?
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. For even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you over there.